Welcome all. In this video, we are going to study characteristic equation, eigenvalues and eigenvector. After this video, we will be able to write characteristic equation for a given matrix and also solve that equation to get eigenvalues and find corresponding eigenvectors. So what is a characteristic equation? We consider a matrix A, which is a square matrix of order n, and capital X a column vector. Capital X is such a vector which under the linear transformation, that is multiplying with matrix A, that is getting AX, gets transformed into lambda x, and then we can write lambda x equal to AX, solving which we get equation as matrix of A minus lambda I x equal to 0, where I is the identity matrix of the same order of that of matrix A. This equation 1 is a homogeneous system of equations, and for this system obviously the vector x cannot be equal to 0, and hence value of the matrix A minus lambda I is 0, which is written as determinant of A minus lambda I equal to 0. This equation A minus lambda I equal to 0 is characteristic equation, and the roots lambda 1, lambda 2, lambda 3, lambda n, here we are getting n roots because order of the matrix A is n. So order of matrix will be always equal to the roots of the equation, which are the eigenvalues. Corresponding to each eigenvalue, we will get an eigenvector. Now how to solve for getting eigenvalues and eigenvectors? So in the very first step, we are going to write characteristic equation determinant of A minus lambda I equal to 0, where the matrix A is the given matrix. In the step 2, we will solve the characteristic equation to get the roots of the equation, which are the eigenvalues. After that, we will consider the equation matrix of A minus lambda I x equal to 0, and we will find the vector x, which is eigenvector, for each value of lambda obtained from step 2. Let us consider an example. Here I am considering a 2 by 2 matrix 1, 2, 2, 4. For this matrix, I need to find eigenvalues and corresponding eigenvectors. The characteristic equation will be written as determinant of A minus lambda I equal to 0. Here in this particular example, this equation will take the form determinant of 1 minus lambda 2, 2, 4 minus lambda equal to 0. This we get from solving A minus lambda I in this particular way. Here the order of the matrix A is 2, so order of identity matrix is also 2. It is also a matrix 2 by 2. Solving this determinant, that is, we are getting here 1 minus lambda into 4 minus lambda minus 2 into 2, 4 equal to 0. We get this particular equation. Solving this equation further, we get lambda square minus 5 lambda equal to 0. taking lambda common out over here, we get the eigenvalues as lambda equal to 0 and lambda equal to 5. So these are the two eigenvalues. Order of the matrix is 2 and therefore we are getting 2 eigenvalues. Now finding eigenvector. So for eigenvector, let us assume the vector x having two components, x1 and x2. So for this we will consider this equation a minus lambda I x equal to 0, and in this equation we will substitute a minus lambda I x1, x2. So this is our equation 1 over here. Now for the first value of lambda, that is 0, equation 1 takes the form 1 minus 0, 2, 2, 4 minus 0, x1, x2 equal to 0. By matrix multiplications, we get the two equations x1 plus 2x2 equal to 0 and 2x1 plus 4x2 equal to 0. If you observe carefully, both the equations are one and the same, that is x1 plus 2x2 equal to 0, solving which we get x1 as minus 2x2 and we arrange it in the form of this ratios, x1 upon minus 2 equal to x2 upon 1. Now this ratio will hold true if x1 equal to minus 2 and x2 equal to 1, and hence we get the eigenvector corresponding to the eigenvalue lambda equal to 0 as minus 2, 1. This is our first eigenvector x1. For the second eigenvector, we consider lambda equal to 5. So equation 1 takes this particular form, and again solving it as minus 4x1 and plus 2x2 equal to 0 and 2x1 minus x2 equal to 0. Again, if we observe, then both the equations are same. If I divide this particular equation by minus 2, I will get 2x1 minus x2 equal to 0. Solving it, we get x1 as 1 and x2 as 2. So this is my second eigenvector x2 equal to 1, 2. So corresponding to the eigenvalue lambda equal to 5, this is our eigenvector 1, 2. So for the given matrix A, our eigenvalues are lambda equal to 0 and lambda equal to 5, and the corresponding eigenvectors are minus 2, 1 and 1, 2. Let us now go for another example where I have considered a 3 by 3 matrix, and again for this matrix we are going to find out eigenvalues and corresponding eigenvectors. So think for a while, how many eigenvalues would you get for this particular matrix? Yes, as order of the matrix is 3, you will get 3 eigenvalues here. Let us solve using characteristic equation. Again, the characteristic equation is a minus lambda I, determinant of it equal to 0. From the given matrix A, you are getting the determinant like this, because we are solving a minus lambda I in this particular form, and here again the identity matrix is a 3 by 3 matrix. Now for solving this particular determinant, I will suggest a different methodology wherein we have this particular formula, that is lambda cube minus sum of diagonal elements into lambda square plus sum of minors of diagonal elements into lambda minus determinant of matrix A. So here in this particular case, sum of diagonal elements will be minus 2 plus 1 plus 0, and sum of minors of diagonal elements we will have to evaluate it one by one. Minor of this -2, minor for 1 and minor for 0. Again, determinant of a matrix can be calculated using calculators. Let's proceed. So the very first value lambda cube as it is, minus -2 plus 1 plus 0 are the diagonal elements, and -45 is the determinant of the matrix calculated from the calculator. Now our job is to find the sum of the minors of diagonal elements. So one by one we'll find out minor of each diagonal element. Solving for -2, the minor will be this, and you will get it as 1 minus 12. 0 minus 12. So the resultant is minus 12. Then for the second minor of 1 will contain -2, -3, -1, 0. So it will be 0 minus 3. Then for the diagonal element 0, minors will be -2 into 1 and -4. So -2 minus 4 is -6. In the next step, we'll solve it to get lambda cube plus lambda square minus 21 lambda minus 45 equal to 0. Again, this equation can be evaluated over calculator so that you get the values of lambda as -3, -3, 5, and these values of lambda are the roots of the characteristic equation, that are eigenvalues. Now for eigenvector, here for the 3 by 3 matrix I will have 3 components in the eigenvector. So x I have written it as having components x1, x2, x3. Again, using the equation a minus lambda I into x equal to 0 and substituting a minus lambda I and x, we get this particular equation. Now we consider the first eigenvalue lambda equal to -3. For lambda equal to -3, substituting, we get this particular relation, and solving it, we get these 3 equations. This is -2 plus 3, that is 1x1, 2x2 minus 3x3, then 2x1, 1 minus -3 is 4, so 4x2 minus 6x3, minus x1 minus 2x2 and minus plus 3x3. So these 3 equations we get. Now for these 3 equations, again these 3 equations are one and the same. If you observe carefully, if I divide the second equation by 2, I will get the first equation. If I divide the third equation by -1, I will again get the first equation. So this is the equation with us. Now we have 3 unknowns and 1 equation. In that case, we need to assume any 2 of these unknowns and respectively calculate the third unknown. So here in the first step, what I am doing is, I am assuming x1 as 2, x2 as -1. If I substitute x1 as 2 here and x2 as -1 here, then this is 2 minus 2, 0. So what is left is -3x equal to 0. So x3 comes out to be 0. Here, while assuming, we have to take care that we assume these values between 2 and -2, and that too integers only, because for further calculations we do not want eigenvector to contain any fractions. And also remember that eigenvector is never 0. So here we have to make assumptions such that all values should not be 0 and no value comes out to be a fraction. and hence our assumptions should be such that the values should be integers between -2 to 2, that is -2, -1, 0, 1 and 2. Out of these 5 values we assume the components. Now this gives us the first eigenvector x1. x1 is 2 minus 1 0, 2 minus 1 0. Now here, since lambda is taking value -3 2 times, we are going to get the same set of equations after substituting lambda equal to -3, and we have eigenvector associated with every value of lambda. So now here for lambda equal to -3, we are going to get one more eigenvector, and for this we have to solve this equation again with different values of x1, x2, x3. Let us assume now the values x2 and x3, and let us evaluate x1. So x2 I have assumed it as 0 and x3 I have assumed it as 1, so that x1 I get it as 3. So again I have assumed values such that x1 equal to 3. And now my second eigenvector will be 3, 0 and 1. Now here everyone can have a different eigenvector, but take care that while evaluating these eigenvectors, there should not be any relation between the two vectors. These eigenvectors should be linearly independent. This is the condition while evaluating eigenvector for every eigenvalue. So here different substitutions can be there to get different eigenvectors. I have used these two substitutions to get these two eigenvectors. Next we find eigenvector for lambda equal to 5. Substituting in equation 1, I get this particular relation, and from this I get these 3 equations. Now up till now we have solved equations out of which we used to get a single equation. But if you observe these 3 equations are totally different from one another. These 3 equations which are different from one another can be solved by Cramer's rule to get the values of x1, x2, x3. Now out of these you can select any 2 equations, because for Cramer's rule you require 2 equations for 3 unknowns. So using any 2 equations you can evaluate the values of x1, x2, x3. Here I am using the first 2 equations. So for x1 what I am getting is 2 minus 3 minus 4 minus 6. Here I am writing the determinant excluding the coefficients of x1. Then here remember this minus sign is there with x2, always in Cramer's rule. So excluding the terms of x2 we get it as -7, -3, 2, -6. And in the last for x3 excluding the terms of x3 -7, 2, 2, -4. So what we are doing is we are considering the first 2 equations to solve this. You can consider any 2 equations out of this and you are going to get the same values of x1, x2, x3. Since I am getting a larger value of x1, x2, x3 and I can reduce it by dividing by 24, I get x1 as 1, x2 as 2 and x3 as -1. I have divided it by -24. So the corresponding eigenvector for the eigenvalue lambda equal to 5 comes out to be 1, 2 and -1. So for the matrix A, I am getting eigenvalues as lambda equal to -3, -3 and 5, and the corresponding eigenvectors I am getting it as 2, -1, 0, 3, 0, 1 and 1, 2, -1. So here in this video we learned to write the characteristic equation for a given matrix, that is determinant of A minus lambda I equal to 0. Solve that characteristic equation for the given matrix, and using the identity matrix of the same order of the given matrix, we find eigenvalues and corresponding eigenvectors. Each eigenvector corresponds to a eigenvalue, and there can be more than one eigenvector for the same eigenvalue, and eigenvector can never be 0 but eigenvalue can be 0. Thank you. I hope you understood eigenvalues and eigenvectors clearly.